What's up, taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. So while I was streaming today, I had one of the taters come into my chat and say, guess what, Tree? Tim Pool is actually addressing the Eliza Bleu situation on his channel live right now. I was like, what? I didn't even believe him because I was like, this is something that's out of character for Tim Pool. So I went over to his channel and it ended about an hour ago. So I have it now at the part where he's about to talk about it. So I'm going to do a live reaction to what he's saying. Please listen to my rebuttal to the things that he's saying. I haven't, he also brings it up later on in sometime around here. So you may see the video cut. So instead of you guys see me like fast forwarding to where he's talking about this again, I'm just going to cut those. I'm just going to split those in half and then get to the part where he's actually addressing the whole entire Eliza Bleu scandal. So let's go ahead and get started.
But let's read your super chats. All right. Let's what do we got here? We'll try and get some good ones. Steven says John, I'm friends with Rhonda Drake, stepdaughter of Sonny Curtis. She has a venue in Franklin, North Carolina named after Sonny. Hey, maybe
if you want to show up.
Oh, yeah. Looks like we got some lot of drama comments. Let's start reading them. Jimbo says, so many came here to spread hate, not realizing their views and commentary help boost the algorithm for old Timmy Boy. You don't like it, watch something else. Otherwise, you're clowning yourselves. Well, I appreciate the super chat.
I find it strange that the first super chat that you picked, Tim, is the one that's basically caping for you. So you want to say, oh, we got a lot of hate comments. And listen, I will always clown you pay pigs who give Timmy Boy, okay, your money for him to ignore you. He doesn't even respect you, and he's going to show you how much he doesn't respect you later on this program. You donate money, and he just says, I'm going to pick the ones I like the most. Dude, you guys are just gullible right now.
And appreciate it. And then
yeah, I know you appreciate that one because he was kissing your butt.
I put up a poll, and I said, smash the like button if you don't trust Eliza Bleu. And 89% said, I will like because I don't trust her. That means everybody who smashed the thumbs down trusts Eliza Bleu.
See, that Jedi mind trick don't work on me, Tim, fool. That Jedi mind trick don't work on me. Now, by the way, right now, as I'm recording this, it is 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I expect the dislike button to even be at the same level. So let me just tell you, let's get the official numbers right now. Right now, the like to dislike is at 14,362 likes and 11,636 dislikes. So, and I don't want to refresh it because I have it set to where I'm responding to it. So once again, we'll check back if you want to check back to see how much the dislikes have grown. Because when I was first watching it, it was at 7,000 dislikes. I forgot how many likes. It was more likes than dislikes. So like I said, right now it's 11,636 dislikes, 14,362 likes. I'm not playing this Jedi mind trick that if you don't trust Eliza Bleu, then hit the like button. If you trust her, then hit the... That doesn't work on me, Tim fool. I swear, dude, you so... Oh, get the beanie off your head.
All right. Well, that was an interesting... it's 13,000 votes.
We're not stupid.
It's interesting to see that so many people came here to support her by giving us a thumbs down.
No, I hate you. I've always hated Tim Pool. I want you to know that Tree of Logic never liked Tim Pool. I have made so many videos about this grifter from the whole time of the Civil War, and his daggone simps kept talking about, you don't understand, we're going to have 1776 Commission again, we're going to do the Civil War. How did that Civil War come out, guys? How about that Civil War, huh? Did it ever happen? Yes. Tree of Logic is always right. When I call somebody out, especially if somebody's popular that everybody else like, I'm like, hey, I know these people when I see them. And I was like, Tim Pool is a grifter. Tim Pool does not have a backbone, okay? You expect somebody as miniature as him would have a Napoleon complex, but he don't even have that. Gosh, man, I don't know why y'all don't listen to me. But that's okay. I love saying I told you so at this moment.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. A lot of people do support her. Scroats McGoat says,
Shut
last night as a member, if Tim doesn't disavow Eliza tonight, get the out, Scroats McGoat. You can cancel right now and see you later. You will never wave money in my face and make me disavow anybody, especially someone I care so little about.
You care a lot about Eliza. You know how I know you care a lot about her? See, here's the deal. Guys, listen, say what you want about Eliza Bleu, but she has mastered the art of seduction. I have on my non-political channel, I have been teaching other women and teach other women the skill, but also telling other men what to look out for. She does a lot of the eyelash batting, the tilting of the head down, and the love bombing. I love you. Oh, no, I really love you. Oh, and I love you. If you say love to someone more than once, you're suspect. I want you to understand that. And the way she basically catered to Tim, even though she clowned him initially before she was on his podcast for the first time last year, and then she came on a second time, I think it was like 3 weeks ago. So the thing about it is that Tim is under this spell of hers as well, but he kind of does take a jab at her. So this is the thing. You don't want to throw away people that you have had on your program. It started with your best friend, Jack Murphy, and now Eliza Bleu. So, but if you really don't care about her, then why don't you just basically talk about the censorship? You don't have to talk about the fact that she was an escort and she's trying to basically whitewash that as being sex traffic. You don't have to talk about that, but you should talk about the censorship. You should talk about the fact that she has issued privacy complaints to over 14 different YouTube content creators. You should also talk about the fact that Brittany Venti is still locked out of her account. You should talk about the fact that she got so many accounts suspended and other people have just had their Twitter account wiped clean if they show just a screenshot from a fully clothed Eliza Bleu, who was known as Eliza Knowles, during her video vixen days when she was paid to appear in rap videos. You don't even want to talk about the censorship. We don't even have to talk about her past and how she's a liar and how she's not sex trafficked. You just should talk about what she is doing. You as a YouTuber should have a problem with the fact that she is taking down videos on YouTube. She is getting people deplatformed off of Twitter. You should have a problem with that. But yeah, go off and pop off at the mouth and act like, once again, a fence sitter acting like he don't care. And you guys, this is your king? This is your king? Centrist, really?
Eliza Bleu.
I don't mean that. I'm just being mad. I know this ain't your king.
She's been on the show 2 times. If you're going to cancel because I won't do what you say, you shouldn't have been here in the first place.
Exactly. I agree. Hold on. Hello. You shouldn't have been there in the first place. I told you guys, this guy does not care. He doesn't care about free speech. He doesn't care about the unbelievable censorship that is coming upon us who speaks out against Eliza. Now, I didn't get hit, okay? And I think a couple of other people didn't get hit. But a lot of other people got, Chrissy got hit, Brittany, of course, got hit, right? I can go on and on. Y'all got the list. The list is on my Twitter account. Just go to my Twitter. The link is available in the description box. You will see the list, the long list of YouTubers who got hit with a privacy complaint takedown notice. So he does not care about that. He doesn't care about you. He only cares about his bottom line, which is his money. And so you should know that. I agree. If you don't hold him accountable, he doesn't want you to be held. He doesn't want you to hold him accountable for not calling out her censoring others, then you should have never tuned into him in the first place. Hence why I don't. I'm not a subscriber of Tim Pool. I don't consume his content. I definitely don't give him no damn super chats because I'm not on his daggone platform when he's going live. So this should teach you guys to stop following false idols. Stop following grifters who don't care about you.
Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. All right, what else do we got? DJ Zeno says,
He mad?
Unsubbed on members only after over a year. Here's $5 FU for, I'm pretty bummed. Thought you stood against censorship. Hope you change. See you later, buddy. Look, sad to see you go, but I will never cater to a mob. And
you don't cater to a mob who wants you to address censorship. Let that sink in. Listen, did you hear that super chat? The super chat said, I cannot believe you don't care about censorship. And what does Tim Fool do? He's like, see you later, buddy. I will not cater to the mob. Blah, 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 blah. The mob, your fans, want you to address the fact that she is censoring people. She is coming for their livelihoods on YouTube. She is getting them off of Twitter, which also affects their livelihood because that's how they get to advertise their YouTube channel on Twitter. If they are deplatformed, which Brittany Venti is still deplatformed, okay? By the way, Shane never contacted her or the quartering, but we'll address that later. So you should actually care about that, but you don't because you are fraudulent. But like I said, I've always knew you was fraudulent. And I know a lot of people were like, would just be upset that I would talk against Tim Pool. But now, look, I was always right about this clown.
that's it.
Y'all gonna learn to listen to me.
End of story. Eliza Bleu is not important. She's not important to me. She's not a member of Congress. She doesn't enact policy.
She's censoring us. She is censoring us. You bald-headed munchie. She is censoring us. It has nothing to do with politics. She is getting people deplatformed because they are bringing up her past. She's trying to erase her past by removing people who are talking about it off of Twitter, off of Instagram, and off of YouTube.
She is a low-tier internet personality that for some reason people are desperately obsessed with. And
They are obsessed with her. By the way, kudos to you with the low tier. I agree. But you have made her medium tier. You platformed her twice. So you are also responsible for calling her out on her censoring people. Listen, I was Eliza's friend. Just go and look at me on Chrissy Mayer's timcast. You will see me play devil's advocate. You will see me, make excuses or try to justify what she was doing. But as the story began to spread and I started to see her actions of censoring, like legitimately deplatforming people, then I said, hey, you can't do this. I don't care. I don't care about your past. We all have a past. Unlike her, I'm very proud of my past, okay? I don't have nothing to be ashamed about. My freaking ProDom website is still up and running. That's how proud I am, okay? And so when I retired in 2012, I want people to remember how badass I was. But I understand Eliza used to be proud of being a video vixen. She used to be proud of being an escort, okay? That's her. I'm not judging her, okay? Fine, you did what you did. But all you had to do was come clean and say, I did these things, but I can also help prevent sex trafficking, although what she went through was not sex trafficking. She was going through the escort route. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, oh my God, child, honey, I'm not even going to go into that. The thing about it is that you should care about the fact that that Eliza is censoring people. It does have nothing to do with the fact that she's low tier. She's not in politics. She's censoring us.
I literally don't care. So
Tim Pool don't care about y'all being censored. Keep that in mind.
have a nice day.
I got to say this. If someone got banned off Twitter or any platform for a reason other than violating the terms of service, that's a big deal and should be taken up and will be if it happened with the Twitter administration or the administration of the social network. But
I don't know who this guy is. Yeah, guess what? Thank you for mentioning that. Now, say her name. Who is doing it? Who bragged on Twitter that they did it? Who bragged on Twitter that they're going to get a lawyer and sue you all, but going to spare Twitter? If you're going to mention any of this, say her name. I don't even know who his name. I don't don't even know who this guy is. These are people. The only people in here I know is Tim Pool. Let's rewind that a little bit.
Got banned off Twitter or any platform for a reason other than violating the terms of service, that's a big deal and should be taken up and will be if it happened with the Twitter administration or the administration of the social network. But the personal stuff it's like, no offense, TMZ garbage. It's like National Enquirer. I mean, if you like it, oh God. But there's a lot we can build.
Questioning you.
I don't care if people care about this stuff. They're allowed to. But like,
You do care. You are so mad, Tim. You really care. You know why you care? Because we clowning you on Twitter. You were trending because we clowned you on Twitter. You have these soft takes. You sit on the fence, and you're a coward. And you really butt mad right now because basically people calling you out. But you're also mad because people like me and the Quartering and others are saying, stop giving money. By the way, they didn't listen. People are still giving money to myself. Talk about Elijah. No, Eliza. Talk about Eliza. And then y'all still giving money and he's ignoring you, dude. But you're pay pigs. I just want to understand, these are pay pigs who like to be treated or mistreated by just donating and being ignored. That's all that is.
Like the idea that people are going to come here and threaten, like, I will cancel my membership because you're not talking about someone no one ever heard of. It's like,
no, you're not talking about the censorship.
Dude, I get that you know who she is, but you know what's funny about Jack Murphy and Eliza Bleu is that here's what happens. People ask questions about these personalities, and I know most people listening are like, I have no idea who these people are, and that's exactly it.
95% of the people who are listening to know exactly who Jack Murphy and Eliza Bleu are. You know how they know, Tim? Because they was on your daggone program. Boom, headshot. Okay? Let's be clear. That's how they know who they are. You act like you are NBC or Fox News. Now, if you were, which you're not, if you were on NBC or Fox News, or even if you were streaming to Joe Rogan's audience, you would have a point. But you're streaming to YouTube and you're streaming to your audience, and they know who Jack Murphy and Eliza Bleu are.
We had about 40,000 peak concurrent viewers. We get, 300 to 500,000 video viewers plus 100,000 on the podcast, and then about 1 million across the clips. And the people who watch have no idea what the people in the chat are talking about when it comes to Eliza Bleu or Jack Murphy. In fact, John, do you know who Eliza Bleu is?
The only reason I knew is because I saw you guys talking about it one time.
Oh, wait a minute, Tim. You said they don't know who it is, huh? Oh, your own guess who. Who this guy is? This is, John Rich. Now, see, no offense, Mr. Rich, I don't know who you are, and I don't mean that offensively, but the thing about it is that you're a guest on the show, and even you know who Eliza Bleu is. So that just blew up. That example just blew up in Tim Fool's face.
One time we mentioned
I never learned about her organically. No.
So what I think is going on, to be completely honest, is that the people who are claiming they hate her are actually probably a paid reputational firm to promote her.
What?
So that's why I brought this up last week. There are companies you can hire that will spam the internet to generate buzz and attention for you. There's no such thing as bad press. Mm-hmm. So when I see people like flooding our comments and saying things that aren't true, like I'm canceling my membership, I can see who's canceling the memberships. Like I can literally.
Okay, hold on. I'm paid. Hold on. Hold on. Let me. I don't even know where to go with this. Here's the thing. First of all, people are canceling their memberships because they're actually taking screenshots of them canceling their membership, and they are uploading it to Twitter to say, I'm leaving Tim Pool's membership site. I'm gone. And I've seen a lot of them. But go ahead and cope.
I own the website. And this past week, we have gained slightly more members than we normally gain. And it's
Lies.
probably because the guests we had on last week or whatever, and whatever. Jack Posobiec, maybe. He's a great person.
Okay, Jack Prozac is always on your show. So you mean to tell me out of this one instance, this one episode, out of all the times he's come on your show, this is the one episode where you get an influx of membership? You lying. And I know you lying. Okay, you're just coping right now. That's all. You smoking on that copium. I'm seeing right through you.
Personality. And so we gain several hundred per week, and we gain a little bit more than that on average.
Lies.
With people coming in claiming that.
Listen, I know that Tim is lying because Tim is not showing any receipts. He's not. He's speaking because he's mad. He butt mad. He is really, really mad. His fees are hurt.
They're canceling their memberships. Maybe they are, but we're gaining more than they're being canceled.
Lies.
I think that many of these people, I think two things are happening. One, a lot of it's inorganic promotion of Eliza Bleu.
Inorganic.
A ton of content flooding the internet, bringing up a personality no one's ever heard of, makes her instantly famous to even the likes of, 9-time Grammy nominee John Rich, who's not heard of her.
First of all, I never heard of John Rich, and congrats on a 9-time Grammy. But the thing about it is that she's not famous, you stupid bald poodle. She is infamous. She is now infamous because when the Daily Beast dropped their nuclear article on her, it was a wrap. She was done for. You put Eliza Bleu, Eliza Knows, Eliza Cuts. When you put all her aliases in the YouTube or Google or even Twitter search bar, you're going to come up with a lot of interesting search results. So people going to know. So that's not being famous. That's infamous. And the biggest thing that people have a problem with is, one, she's censoring people. She's trying to hide her past. And two, the reason she's trying to hide her past is because she lied about being sex trafficked. She really was an escort, video vixen, and she was a webcam girl. So that's what she really was. But she's trying to whitewash that, trying to get rid of that by censoring people who are bringing that up, thus causing the Streisand effect on steroids.
That's the point. They want us to talk about her because they're being paid to generate controversy. They either want to. That's why it doesn't matter if we say anything good or bad.
Yeah.
If we say, look, we're doing the story, Shane Cashman's. Nope, it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody said that, Tim. Nobody said it was bad. We said because Shane and her are friends, Shane was going to do a fluff piece, and he did just what we knew he was going to do. You're mad because we predicted exactly what would happen. When she was sitting in that very office, someone said, I love you, Shane. You're like Andy Warholist or Warholist. That's how you're going to be. And I want you to take a picture of me. Oh, and I love you. I love you. Shane, I love you. Can you come on over to my farm? Do you have any overalls? I love you, Shane. Don't forget to bring your wife.
We say, okay, we're not going to talk. Oh, no, now it's bad. I think No,
it was a fluff piece because Shane is compromised. Shane is under her spell, and so are you.
It's a PR campaign in order. I think people are being paid to promote her.
Where's my money? Where's my money? If I'm being paid to make videos about Eliza, where's my? Hey! Where's my money? Everybody, wait a minute. You mean to tell me I'm part of a PR platform that I didn't even know about? A PR firm that I didn't know about? Wait a minute. Where's my money then? I'm going to need my money. I didn't get paid. This is discrimination. Where's the NAACP?
Yeah, it keeps you in the cycle, basically.
That's right.
Everyone
She's
keeps
never
talking about
been
it.
more famous because of this.
Exactly.
She's infamous.
And so I'll be completely honest with the Shane Cashman story.
Oh, here we
I
go.
told Shane Cashman I didn't want him to do the story because he went from profiling Ye to Carrie Lake and now to a low mid-tier internet personality over that I just think the next
Low tender, Eliza girl. I hope you feeling all good. I hate Tim, but dude, I'm loving this shade. This low tier heifer with blue hair. I am not going to sit up here and lose my platform for her. Therefore, talking to her, because you know she going to try to strike your channel just like she's been striking other channels. Tim fool.
He was supposed to be interviewing Andrew Tate. We reached out to Tate. As Shane mentioned, this may kill the story, and Tate said yes. And so we were like, this is great. Shane writes tremendous work. I said, I don't think he should do it because clearly they're trying to promote Eliza Bleu. That's what this whole thing is about. She's never been more famous.
Yeah.
Nobody is trying to promote Eliza Bleu. The internet is outraged because she is censoring people, just like Jack Murphy. I want you guys to understand. Jack Murphy tried to get Sydney and Elijah Schaefer fired by contacting Glenn Beck. He at Glenn Beck and said, I can't believe that these two people, he tried to get them canceled. Then Jack Murphy did the same thing that Eliza Bleu is doing is with the DMCA. He DMCA'd several channels. He didn't mess with mine. And he also issued out a privacy complaint in reference to his girlfriend, she's a public figure as well. So he tried to hide what was going on with his past on Chatterbait by deplatforming the people who was talking about. And this is what will make a story grow when you try to shut people up. When you try to shut people down and prevent them from talking about it, that it makes it worse, actually. So this is the reason why people wanted you to talk about Jack Murphy. Well, among other things, him saying he's hetero-flexible. But the thing about it is that he was very disrespectful to Sydney. He did not apologize till later, like I think a week later, but he was still trying to censor people and he finally gave up. Now he's nothing. I went to his Twitter and it was really sad. This boy has over 130,000 followers, and he don't even get people reply. He gets like 2, 3, no more than 3 people replying to his tweets. So this is the reason why we want you to address the fact that these people are abusing the YouTube system to shut them down. And also, people are mad that Eliza is using her connections to the trust and safety team of Twitter as well as Elon to shut people down on Twitter. So it's like it's the same censorship. It's just that we got a different boss now. Instead of Jack Dorsey, we have Elon. The difference is that Elon is a coomer, and it seems like he's under Eliza's spell.
And I think it's beneath him. But he said, look, man, I really, really want to dig in and do the story. It's 80,000 words is massive. And I'm like, look, man, you do your thing. I'm not going to tell you what
80,000 of nothingness. 80,000 words of fluff. Hold on, let's rewind that again. Shane, you suck. Why did that article sucked? I don't understand. You wrote all those words. What, do you get paid by the word, baby? What's going on? Do you get paid $1 a word? I don't understand. Maybe 50 cents a word, 25 cents. Why did you have to write 80,000? Child, please.
As Shane mentioned, this may kill the story. And Tate said yes. And so we were like, this is great. Shane writes tremendous work. I said, I don't think he should do it because clearly they're trying to promote Eliza Bleu. That's what this whole thing is about.
We're trying to bring awareness to her censoring us.
She's never been more famous.
Yes.
And I think it's beneath him. But he said, look, man, I really, really want to dig in and do the story. It's 80,000 words is massive. And I'm like, look, man, you do your thing. I'm not going to tell you what you can or can't write. I trust you. At timcast, we don't tell people they have to say something. They can't say things. Someone wants to post offensive memes on social media. I'm not going to fire them over it. Shane comes to me and says, "Is the story I got to tell?" I say, "You do your thing." But I'm telling everybody who's listening and doesn't know who this is. I will just explain. Right now, there's a massive campaign from high-profile personalities to promote and make Eliza Bleu famous.
What? Hold on, I gotta listen to that again. What this fool say? Hold on a second.
who's listening and doesn't know who this is, I will just explain. Right now, there's a massive campaign from high-profile personalities to promote and make Eliza Bleu famous.
We trying to make Eliza Bleu famous, y'all. We're not trying to get her to stop censoring us. We try to make her famous. Is he on drugs?
She has stated she wants to be famous, even to Shane Cashman. And so they're coming and spamming us with comments to force us to talk about her like we are right now.
Because she's censoring us. I know I keep saying the same thing over again. But do you understand? Do you see how Tim Pool lies by omission? Do you see this? I hope you guys are seeing what he's doing. So now he's calling what? Jeremy, me, Chrissy. He's calling that Star Wars girl, the Geeks and Gamers. He's calling us Lauren Chen. He's calling us high profile PR personnel. Really? I didn't know I was part of that team.
To make her more famous.
Yep.
It's working, and I was like, let's not go anywhere near this.
Because you don't want to actually expose the truth about her. Like I said, you can talk about this situation. I did it. My first video, which explains everything, links available in the description box. I explain everything, how this all got started. And what I concentrated on was not her past as an escort, was not her past as a webcam girl, was not her past as a video vixen. I discussed what she was doing in reference to censoring. At the time, Jeremy the Quartering was locked out of his Twitter account. Brittany is still locked out of her Twitter account. And I talked about a couple people that got suspended on Twitter for showing a screenshot from a video that she got paid, and it was a consensual video. It wasn't even age restricted, and she was an adult. She was in her late 20s, early 30s when she made that video. So, and she was fully clothed. So, like, there was no need to suspend people or lock them out of their account for that. So this is what I'm saying. This is what we wanted to focus on. And I didn't talk about any of the scandalous things that she was doing in the past. I talked about the censorship. You could have talked about the censorship, Tim, but you don't because you're a coward.
Because someone's getting paid. It's a PR stunt, and it's working.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. I've addressed it. Have a nice day.
Are you
and then
serious?
all of these other people who I know, like, who have been members of this channel are saying, like, why won't you get on board? Bro, you are walking right into a PR game. I talked about how they do this. They're called reputation management firms. You go to them and you say, how much money to make me a star? And they'll say, we're going to do a two-front thing. We're going to say you're fighting a good fight, but you got controversy. That way we get you on both fronts.
No PR in their right mind would say, yeah, let's dig up the part of your past where you was just selling yourself for $500 and you was bragging about it. Let's talk about the past where you were actually doing webcam sessions. Let's talk about the past where you was doing video vixen. And then when we're going to bring that stuff up, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go and file a privacy complaint video takedown notice against those people who are actually exposing the things about your past that we want to be exposed. Dude, this is not a reverse Uno card. Are you serious? What are you doing? No PR person would want something so scandalous to be exposed and that's the reason why Eliza has been censoring people. That's the reason why she used her connections to Ella and your girl Cassandra Fairbanks McDonald, whatever her daggone name is today. All right, to basically punish people for talking about it. Brittany Venti was supposed to be on timcast, but because she came out and asked the questions to Eliza, she got her Twitter account locked out, and Cassandra removed her from the list to punish her, to censor her because she asked the question. What you're looking at is Tim Pool, who's beside all of this. He supports all of this. Never forget that.
People will defend you, people will oppose you, and this will result in high-profile outlets. The Daily Beast will write about you. You're going to get a bunch...
They wrote a hit piece on her, which was accurate, by the way. I have that. So he's acting like the Daily Beast wrote a glorified fluff piece like Sean Cashman, your boy. Okay. They act like they did that. No. Every article except for Sean Cashman's article was exposing her grift, exposing her lies, and exposing, her using this to be famous, pretending to be a victim of SA, of trafficking, as a way of being a celebrity, a celebrity.
Bunch of, grifter channels are going to start talking about you.
Did he say grifter channels? Hold on, no, he did not say no grifter channels.
The Daily Beast will write about you. You're going to get a bunch of, grifter channels are going to start talking about you.
Tim, you the biggest grifting channel on YouTube, boy.
Boom, headshot.
Projection much?
Drama channels, big YouTubers, we will make you famous, and it'll cost you $100,000. And there you go.
She ain't got no $100,000. Where she gonna get the $100,000 from, Tim? This woman ain't got no $100,000. That's why she's still living with her parents over there in that farm. $100,000. Wow. Eliza Bleu paid $100,000 to have her past exposed, only to censor those individuals who's exposing it. Wow. Oh my God. Now that is some 5D underwater, with the, glass covering the top, chest right there, baby.
Congratulations, everybody. You did exactly what the money paid for, and here we are addressing it just for you. Hope the money was worth it. All right. Let's read more. All right. Tom Pant says, think about why Dave Mustaine no longer has a satanic imagery or plays certain songs.
Okay, hold on. Let me fast forward to another part where he talks about this.
Raymond G. Stanley Jr. says, Tim, my guy. The same folks, I love the my guy, by the way. It's a funny thing. There's two things that I think are really funny right now. It's my guy and the boys. Saying the boys.
Wah, wah.
The boys.
It's all Chicago.
Yeah, Tim, my guy, the same folks who cry and spam nonstop over Twitter will never get off their butts to knock doors or harvest ballots. A real-life mission for the betterment of all of us. Cry more, Jeremy. Raymond, the reason why they don't is because it's inorganic. It's a PR stunt.
This is so organic. It's more organic than that beanie you're wearing on your daggone head. Here's the deal. We are upset that we are being ruled over some woman who can twerk. The thing about it is that she has so much power to censor us. And you don't care because you're under her spell. That's the reason why you don't care. You're under her spell. That's it. And now you want to sit up here and wave us away and call us a PR firm? You know you're lying, Tim.
Where you hire a firm to generate controversy.
This is a lie.
Some people
This
are
is
either
not
paid,
happening.
I don't know, or join in because it looks like
You
it's
are a
generating
liar.
traffic. But the goal is people who want to be famous. And we know there are people who have admitted that they're trying to be famous.
She's not trying to be famous by having her past brought up. She wants to be famous by being known as a sex traffic victim. But bringing up her past has discredited that, has shown us that she's a liar. She is ruined now with this position of, oh, I'm a victim. No, she's not. No, she's not. And you know it too. Man, this is what I'm saying. Didn't I tell you guys it's going to take a woman to bring Eliza down? But it looks like it took a progressive rag known as the Daily Beast to do it. But, okay. Broken clock is right twice a day, I guess.
Famous will go to a reputation management firm and say, here's 50 grand, make me famous. And they will then spam YouTube, spam comments.
Wrong.
And their goal is to get YouTubers to see a wave of comments saying, please talk about this.
The comments are organic. Those comments are not bots. Those comments are from people who are outraged. Those comments come from real people like me, real people like Brittany, real people like Jeremy, real people like Chrissy. I can go on and on and on. These are real people that are upset with what she's doing. These are not bots. These are not paid actors. These are not employees of some PR firm that you just pulled out your butt. This is not the truth you're speaking. You know it too.
This.
You got to be dumb. You got to be really dumb to listen to what Tim Pool is saying and believe that he's telling you the truth. You really, if you all believe that this is a PR stunt, you're just an idiot.
Then they go, okay, I will. They will then do this. There's a very clever thing. Ryan Holiday did this. He bought a billboard for Tucker Max and then vandalized it himself. Then he called a radio station and said, what's this billboard that just got vandalized? Mm-hmm. So then it became a controversy, manufactured. So
her past is not manufactured. Guys, do you understand I gave up on trying to make a video about Eliza because every day new stuff comes up about her past and it gets worse and worse and worse to the point where I throw up my hands because I'm like, I can't do it. Because if I was to make a video about her now, it'll be outdated. It'll be out of date by next week because outdated because the new stuff that's coming up is actually worse than what I would probably have talked about in the video. So I'm just going to wait until everything is out about her before I can actually think about making a video about her. But this is what I'm saying. This is not something that she's proud of and she doesn't want to be known for. But because she's now known for that and she's known for lying about being a victim, she has never helped us a victim of SA or trafficking. People like, she does great work. What? Name that. She can't even take credit for what happened on Twitter because come to find out, CP is not removed from Twitter. She was like, I was the one that helped facilitate the team to remove CP from Twitter. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? CP is alive and well, still on Twitter. So now what? She has accomplished nothing but still gain fame. She still gained money, but not no $100,000 to do what you're talking about.
You want to know why I think these people got censored on Twitter?
Here we go.
I think it's possible, and I'll just keep it vague. It is a PR stunt targeting people who talk about free speech with censorship to trick them into promoting an individual trying to be famous.
She admitted to doing it. She did it. Ella did it. Your girl Cassandra, who works for you, did it. Cassandra, and I showed the receipts, bragged about reporting Brittany Venti to the trust and safety team of Twitter. So did Eliza. And then once they deplatformed her, along with a whole bunch of other people, they bragged about it. I would like to thank Twitter for basically removing people who put up images without my non-consensual images. Like, this is not a PR firm. God, I hate Tim Pool. How did y'all deal with him this long, man?
And they all walked right into it. It is PR stunt 101.
No, it's not.
It also makes me think there are situations where a creator would pay a firm to do it $50,000 or whatever. But then there's also
now it's $50,000. I thought it was $100,000. They can't even keep up with their own lie.
Impact investment that there could be companies that try and find people on the internet, like content creators that are like, we're going to make this one famous because they are talking about
This is not what's happening. What is this? The soy version of Alex Jones? This is not what's happening. This conspiracy theory you guys are putting out there, that's not happening.
We need to be talked about right now.
Dude, it's literally astroturfing. It's like the definition of what's happening.
It's clever.
Yeah,
You spam someone's comments saying, talk about this person. Once they do, you then use your multiple accounts to flag them, triggering
Multiple accounts now. Multiple accounts. So we now have multiple accounts where we're spamming. Hey, Eliza, stop censoring us. Hey, Eliza, can you remove this privacy complaint that you put on our video? No, I mean, that's what we're doing.
an algorithmic censorship campaign. You then use the bots to spam a conspiracy theory.
We're bots. I just want y'all to understand. This bald head, beanie, munchie, freak, I can't use profane words, so let me use nice words. Sense-fitting grifter is calling us bots who are part of a PR firm.
you then start. I mean, look, I think somebody paid to make Eliza Bleu famous, and the people who are commenting are trying to make her famous.
Try to make her. We're not bringing awareness to the fact that Eliza is drunk with power and censorship. But, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about our friends and other people who we look up to and who we like actually being deplatformed because of the actions of Eliza Bleu. We're not doing that. We're doing this because we're trying to make that heifer famous. Let that sit in. This is the logic of a soy boy, of a coward, of a jelly belly, spineless shrimp. This is what this is. 5'2" shrimp who sit up here and he can never stand up for anything. And now since his Civil War grift is over, he doesn't want to talk about people being censored that he has platformed.
Like,
the thing about it is that Eliza Bleu was on his program twice. And not only that, but the journalist that is part of timcast went to spend several days with Eliza before the whole scandal came out. He went and spent some time with his wife to do a fluff piece on Eliza. But then when all this stuff came out after he has gone back to his home with his wife, then that's when all the stuff came out. It's like, oh, Sean, you going to talk about this? You going to talk about that? Are you going to talk about how this woman has been lying? No, the article came out and it turned out to be a fluff piece just like we thought it would be.
One of the first things John said to me was like, what's you asked me about Eliza Bleu, and then I was like, oh, you know her, and you're like, oh no, I just heard from this.
Right.
And
I'd never heard of her, and I went, I don't know who that is, but I saw you were talking about her, and I went, and I saw there was some debate going on. I thought, well, I should probably know what's going on with this. I'm getting ready to see Tim and everybody, so I dug in on it a little bit, and it was back and forth and back and forth.
But though, John, see, this is the thing. Tim wants to pretend that this is a nobody that hardly nobody on YouTube don't know about. Most of Twitter knows about this because Eliza has been trending for 2 weeks? Well, 10 days maybe? I'm not sure. But she has been trending for a long time. So people know about her. If you go into her comments section, the replies to her tweets, people are educating the others who don't know what's going on. And if you notice, as time progresses on, the replies are getting more and more aware that she's a grifter, that she's a liar. So if you look at the earlier tweets where it was like last week, they were like, go Eliza, you're so great. I'm just so behind you. To now, it's they constantly putting John Murphy's beard on her face. So this is the thing. Now, as time goes on, more people are being educated and aware. Tim wanted to get this false impression that nobody knows it and basically try to use you as a test to show that he's right. And you just prove him wrong because you know who Eliza is. Well, you don't know everything, but you know who the woman is.
It's like a ping pong match. I went.
That's exactly it right there.
So then I went and bought her T-shirt, ball cap. And I will be at the Eliza Bleu concert whenever that happens.
The idea is
I want to open for you.
But this is a good
Eliza Bleu, Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy.
But this is a good one. Yeah, this is a good point you made, is that you couldn't make heads or tails of it.
No, it was really confusing.
That's the point of a PR stunt.
See, here's the deal. No, it's not. A lot of people are a little confused they do know that there's a scandal. They do know she's a liar, but they don't know what started all this. Also, the information is overwhelming because this woman has a long track record and a long documented history on the internet, on various social media platforms, from MySpace to LiveJournal. So, I mean, and these are the stuff from the back in the days, local cities and things like that. So she has a history that dates for decades on the internet, and it's all being uncovered, and it's a little overwhelming if you haven't been keeping up with the story from the beginning. This is why I highly suggest you guys, if you guys want to educate people on what's going on with Eliza Bleu, please, it's very PG. It's a very PG video, but it gets right to the point of how this all got started. But it doesn't even focus on Eliza's past. It focuses on what she's doing in reference to censoring. That is my video, the Eliza Bleu Scandal, how it all started. Go check that out. The link is available in the description box.
They don't want to create a negative perception. They want to create name recognition. So for a lot of people, it's a negative name recognition for Eliza Bleu now. It's a negative response. For you, who is trying to like, what is this? I don't know, but you heard of her, and that's all that matters. It's like that line from Pirates of the Caribbean when the guy says, "You are the worst pirate I've ever heard of," and he goes, "But you have heard of me."
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
You comparing Jack Sparrow to Eliza Bleu. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Oh, Lord, he's so stupid. Oh, my God.
And so people are like, why won't Tim talk about it? Because you know what, man? I caved. The PR firm guys are sitting in their room in West Hollywood laughing their asses off saying, we got it. It normally costs, you know, how many tens of thousands of dollars or how many thousands of dollars.
So now we went from $100,000 to $50,000
to get a promotion
to now just thousands of dollars. I just want y'all to know the price keeps getting lower and lower for this PR stunt. The PR stunt is getting cheaper and cheaper as Tim Pool keeps talking.
Push on Timcast. He just came out and talked about it for 10 minutes for us. Congratulations, guys. You work for a PR firm. You've made her more famous than she's
If I work for a PR firm, where's my PR firm money, fool?
ever been.
Yeah.
More famous than she's ever been. There you go.
She's not famous. She's infamous. Listen, in case you all don't know the difference between famous and infamous, here's the deal. If she was famous, she would be adored. People would be like, oh my God, we got to get Eliza Bleu on the Joe Rogan show. Oh my God, we got to get Eliza Bleu on The View. Oh my God, we got to interview Eliza Bleu on Fox News. Or we got to get her to do a concert. Come over here and open for Beyonce. That's being famous. When you're famous, you are loved overwhelmingly by the majority of the people, okay? You are envied, you are pursued, and you are adored most of the time, like over 95%. When you're infamous, you are hated by most people. And the reason why she is infamous is because she is playing dumb. She is allowing the censorship to continue. She has filed privacy complaints against YouTubers who have featured the video which she got paid for by WorldStar, and that she was bragging to her mother about, and also bragging out loud to other people doing interviews. So people are upset with the hypocrisy that you consented and got paid for a video that you're now claiming to be a victim of. See, and then you're trying to shut people down. You're trying to stop their livelihood, and that is making the internet angry. And the overwhelming majority of people now hate or don't like Eliza Bleu. So now she's infamous because she's a villain, and she is a villain because she's attacking innocent people for nothing.
But the reality is most of the people spamming us, they're not real people. Like, a lot of people are.
They're most of the people in his chat. Hold on. I don't think we can look at the chat for a second. Let me see. Let me see if I can open this up instead. Let's see. Oh, no, it won't work. Darn. It's not showing us his chat. But I wasn't watching his chat. I was listening to him. And I wondered why the people that were in the chat, how do they feel actually being called bots? Like, you're being called an AI. You're not real. That's what he's saying. He's saying these people are not real. The people were saying, you're lying, that putting clown emojis all in his chat. He's like, these people are not real. Just, oh my goodness, dude.
A lot of people are not. So, one guy makes 10 accounts, you get 5 guys, you get 50 accounts, they post comments, they accuse you, they create a perception, then they start sending those comments to journalists saying, please write about this.
Yeah, I think a lot of people maybe got kind of drawn up in the drama and the motions of it. But really, like, if Brittany Venti got banned for not violating terms of service, that's the story. If she violated terms of service, then it was a righteous ban.
I don't know who this guy is, but it looks like he's trying to get the truth out there. It looks like he's trying to undermine Tim. So I'm taking a liking to this because at least he mentioned Brittany's name. So because Tim Pool refused to mention Brittany's name. So now he said, Brittany she did not violate Twitter's terms of service. But what he's missing is who initiated this, who started this, and then who went on their Twitter, Eliza Bleu, who went on their Twitter and bragged about the deplatforming. That's what this happened is. Let's rewind that just a little bit there.
Terms of service, that's the story. If she violated terms of service, then it was a righteous ban.
I think the real story is that
she didn't violate any terms of service, and you got to remember who came after her for that. Why? What did she say? Who had a problem with it? And who initiated her being locked out of her account? Who was the one who falsely said that Brittany Venti actually showed a illegal screenshot from a video that she got paid for?
That she likely got banned as part of a campaign where someone trying to become famous hires a company who then...
Whoa. What now?
He got banned for not violating terms of service. That's the story. If she violated terms of service, then it was a righteous ban.
I think the real story is that she likely got banned as part of a campaign where someone trying to become famous hires a company who then spams someone's comments.
Eliza did it, you stupid bald-headed manlet. She did. Oh my God.
To fake accounts to get them to talk about it, then immediately uses accounts to do mass flagging, which resulted in algorithmic censorship, meaning no one at Twitter actually looked and saw it.
It was not no mass flagging. It was not no mass flagging. Nobody mass flagged Brittany. Eliza complained to Ella and basically got her account locked down. That's how that happened. There was no mass flagging.
When Twitter receives a certain amount of flags in a certain amount of time, Twitter's YouTube and Facebook, they instantly take it down.
That's not what happened
because
with
of things like gore, live streamed murder, and things like that.
That's not what happened with quartering.
The streamer then comes out and screams, "Oh, I've been censored," because they have been, and that generates the story, which makes the person famous. So it's just too obvious. I'm not going to be involved in that stuff. That's the
too late. We're gonna drag your ass, baby. I'm dragging you. You are scum. Oh my God, I cannot believe this is happening. I'm actually excited, but angry at the same time, as if that was possible. Like, I'm so vindicated calling Tim out all these years. And now you all get to finally see what I've been saying about this daggone bald-headed Munchichi all this time, okay? I told you guys, he is just a evil little midget. It's so hard not to use profanity. I swear to God. But he just is. He's just evil. He's just an evil. He's Mr. Evil, the miniature kind. He's the mini-me miniature evil, Dr. Evil.
Extent that I'm willing to be involved in it. And to anybody who has no idea who these people are, I thought it was worth talking about so you can understand.
They know who it is, you idiot.
And how these PR reputation management firms work. How they generate images of individuals for the sake of making them famous. And it's funny because everyone's like, Eliza Bleu just wants to be famous. Congratulations.
No, nobody is saying that. We're saying Eliza Bleu is censoring us. Eliza Bleu is getting people deplatformed. Eliza Bleu is trying to hide her basically past. And anybody who talks about her past is basically suffering the consequences that they shouldn't have to suffer. That's what they're saying. Ain't nobody going around. Eliza Bleu is famous. Said no one ever except for you.
You just made her famous.
If you made her more famous than anyone's ever.
If that is true, Eliza, you got to remember, why do you want to be famous? Do what you want. The fame is a byproduct.
She literally says it to Shane Cashman. That's what she's doing.
I've been there. I know what it's like to want it, but why do you want it? Because the people that follow you will follow you because of the why. And if you have grifters following you, it's not going to be a good life.
Well, you better look at your boss over there, buddy. Okay, I don't know who you are or your name is, but your boss is the biggest grifter. He let her on the show twice. What does that say about him? You guys keep using the grifter word, and I don't even know if you have any self-awareness. But the timcast is the biggest grifting show in all of YouTube. Okay, so yeah, if I look in the dictionary and I look under the word grifter, I will see a beanie wearing Tim Pool looking right at me, okay? He is the king of grift.
The Elder Millennial says, Tim, you just re-earned my subscription for this and next month. You addressed it perfectly. Keep growing. Rich, you're great. Spin the UFO. Meditate often. Hey, appreciate it.
Yeah. Just basically, Tim is going to have his simps. I want you guys to understand that. He's going to have his pay pigs. They are loyal to his grift. Always remember that. So they're going to constantly go, Tim, I'm never going to leave you. I love you, Tim. That's how you tell these mean old YouTubers, especially that Jeremy. No, I mean, he's going to have that. Okay. And it is what it is. But you all who should have higher self-esteem should not play these games. Let's see if he's talking about this anymore with the rest of this program. So it's at 1:57. And it's like 2 hours and 6 minutes. So let's see if he'll talk about this again.
Got him.
Miss Mary says, I'm not a paid bot, Tim. Been a supporter for years. I hope you realize what an insane take this is. This is an insult to your viewers and supporters. Well, I got nothing else to say. I mean, look. Eliza
this can't make anyone happy.
Are you joking?
Right. No, I just that's why it's like I don't care, dude. Look, man, I've been around this for so long. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It ebbs and flows. There are people who will like you, then they'll hate you a year later. They demand that you talk about things. They will support you for standing up for what you believe in, then get mad when you don't believe what they want you to believe. Literally don't care. Miss Mary, like, by all means, if you don't like the content and you're not a supporter anymore, that's just the way things go. And there's nothing else. I'm not going to lie to you.
You just lied to us. What are you talking about? You just lied to us. You just lied and said that you called us a bot. You called YouTubers are calling Eliza out. You're calling us part of a PR firm. You're basically saying that this is all a PR campaign. You just lied. You know it isn't. And then instead of you talking about the actions of Eliza Bleu censoring us because of her past, you're saying that we are basically do this to make her famous? Are you crazy? So you're just lying. And that woman who donated to you wanted to remind you that you are lying. That's why she said you had an insane take. Because, dude, are you serious? You're going to blame all this on a PR firm and not address the censorship, not address her abusing her powers and to the connecting people who can basically deplatform folks? You're not going to address any of that. Forget about her past. But you're not going to address the actions that are being done because of her.
I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, gee, well, let me say what I have to say so I can earn your $5. Like, dude, if you don't want to give me $5, don't give me $5. Wow. That's all I can say. All right. What else do we got? I think there's one more. Jared V says, Jeremy is live and trying to break down what you're saying. What do you have to say about that? You literally said you don't care about Eliza, so what else is there to say? It's a really, really good point. Eliza is an irrelevant figure who's trying to be famous, and y'all are making her famous. She's not in Congress. She doesn't know anybody. I guess she's talked with like Jack Dorsey in the past, but she is just like, it's remarkable to me when Jeremy Hambly goes on his show and says something like, Tim won't address the Jack Murphy stuff. And it's like, interesting. I wonder if anybody who is paying attention to a Chinese balloon carrying potential explosives of the United States is concerned about what some video some guy produced.
Excuse me. Holy smokes. Do you see how evil this man is? Hey, Tim, was the Chinese balloon flying in the sky above America last year when the John Murphy thing came out? Was that happen when the whole thing with Murphy came out last year? You trying to conflate the Chinese balloon with, did I say John Murphy? Sorry, Jack Murphy. Are you trying to conflate what's going on with Jack Murphy that happened last year with what's happening recently? Is that what you're doing, baby? Is that what you doing? Because I don't believe we had a Chinese balloon in the air problem last year. We had a Jack Murphy problem who hates women. He disrespected Sydney, cussed her out on her own show while the Queen Eliza Schaefer sat there and let it happen. And then he tried to deplatform others who were talking about his cheddar bait experience and actually just expose all his hypocrisy. And let's not forget he's a cuck, okay? He wrote an article about being a proud cuckold and basically we was clowning him. And he tried to suppress that by censoring us too. And you didn't even address it because you're best friends with Jack Murphy. And you didn't even want to talk about it. And so, but I will defend you on one thing. If people are dumb enough to donate $25, $50, $100, even $200, asking you to cover Jack Murphy, and in this case, have been asking you to cover Eliza Bleu, and you ignored their super chats, and they continue to do it, well, they are pay pigs. They are emotional masochists who like to be ignored, who like to be treated like garbage. This, honey, let me tell you something. I come from that world, so I know how it is, okay? I know how, as a sadist, I know how to treat masochists. And it seems like you got a lot of financial masochists in your chat. And if they want to keep donating to you, hoping that you will basically address something that you know you won't, then keep the grift going. Because that's what you did with Eliza. And it wasn't until your boy Shane put that Rudy Poot Toot daggone article up, fluff piece about Eliza Bleu, and he got thrown for it. He got trashed for it. He got dragged for it. He got clowned for it. And now you trying to throw him under the bus. Kudos to you for that. Devalue Eliza. Kudos for that. And now you're just basically trying to, I guess you're trying to save your reputation because, you know, you a clown. Everybody exposing you now.
So if like you're interested in interpersonal drama and e-girl celebrity stuff, Timcast is not the channel for you. And if that's the case, and then I don't want your money. Like, dude, it's remarkable that people are like, Tim, if you don't address e-girl drama, I'm going to cancel. I'm like,
if you don't address censorship, but you want to call censorship e-girl drama, okay, all right. I hope his people are listening to this. I really hope you all who have been swinging from the nuts of Tim Pool for all these years, I hope you hear what he's really saying. He don't like you, he don't appreciate you, and he don't want to hear what you got to say in reference to other YouTubers that you like being censored. Even if you don't like them, the fact that they're being censored should be addressed.
Like, okay, all right, we'll cancel, I guess. I don't know. You know what we're going to do this week? We are going to be potentially talking with some members of Congress. And because what I'm concerned about is, will people have enough money to pay their bills? Will fuel prices be too high?
Here, this is his MO. I love to be, it's something to fearmonger. Civil War, y'all, Civil War, beware. Oh my God, get the Civil War. Don't forget to get your daggone prepaid food. Prepackaged food, pay for it. Get your food buckets over here at timcast IRL, ladies and gentlemen. The Armageddon is coming. I'm just so scared.
Is China preparing for an attack on Taiwan? What I don't care about is, did E-Girl lie to get famous?
There's an Abraham Lincoln.
Did E-Girl not only lie to get famous, but that's not the thing. Did E-Girl censor YouTubers for asking a question and showing a screenshot to a consented, actually very tamed video that is not age restricted, and basically take that screenshot and lie and say that that was some form of revenge prawn or something like that?
Quote, I was going to interject.
I was going to say, like, you're allowed to care about that. That's fine. But don't be surprised that I don't care about it. Don't want to talk about it. And that's just it.
The Abe Lincoln quote that I imagine everyone knows, so I didn't bring it up, but I guess they don't, is that you can please some of the people all of the time and all of the people some of the time, but you can't please all of the people all the time.
That's right.
And then he freed the slaves.
Well, kind of.
Oh, God. Yes, white man. Please throw in there. Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves.
Does anyone know?
Yeah, well, that's my
All right, everybody.
That's my story.
If you haven't already, would you kindly smash that like button?
Nope. I will not. And hold on. Let's actually, now that I finished, I'm gonna refresh it to see where we are at now. So let's see what was it at? 11,636 dislikes, 14,362 likes. Let's refresh it to see where we are. And now we are at 13,538 dislikes, 15,393. Did I say? Sorry, dislikes. Hold on. Sorry, I'm doing that backwards. 15,393 likes, 13,538 dislikes. So it's getting up there. But the likes are getting up there too. So, here's what I have to say in reference to this clown right here. And then I'm just gonna go. I have been right about Tim Pool all these years. I am very good at looking at somebody and actually judging them. I have not been wrong. Everybody I have called out, I have been correct about. I have been honest, and I have not been wrong. And the thing about it is that I love being vindicated about Tim Pool. He just lets you know he doesn't respect his audience. He doesn't respect the people who contribute to him, who donate to him, who actually financially support him on his website. He doesn't care about you, and he doesn't care about the fact that you want him to address the censorship. He doesn't care because he conflated that with a PR stunt or with some e-girl who wants to be famous, and that's not the case. But anyway, I'm going to end this video because I know it's long as it is, but this is Tree. Let me know what you think by leaving a comment below this video. Don't forget to leave a like, and if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe, and I'll talk to you all next time. Later, taters.